Hey guys, so I'm gonna go quickly to Google right now and search vibe coding. Vibe coding. So I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I'll put it over here. Vibe coding. So let's go. Vibe coding. Oh, it comes up quick. So I'm gonna give you Google explanation of vibe coding. Let me close this. Yeah. Why am I here? All right, let's go to Google's definition of vibe coding, AI overview. It says vibe coding, coined by Andre Karpathy in early 2025, is software development approach where AI tools such as large language models like LLMs generate functional code from natural language prompts, allowing developers to focus on the overall vision rather than the line by line writing. Overall vision rather than line by line writing. This technique emphasizes rapid prototype or where users vibe with AI, letting it handle code generation, debugging, and refinement. So, the actual wrong use of that, it would be if I don't know how to code or to program, if I'm not a developer, I get in, when you go to YouTube, because me, I sometimes watch a lot of videos about web development, web design, and stuff. So, or app development as well. When I open YouTube, ads that pops up a lot on my timeline are from Replit. I like Replit. It's an AI agent that also assists you. That fridge is making noise now. Replit is an AI agent where I think you also give it the prompts and you let it generate code from the prompts. The thing about that, I've said it a few times, and not because I'm a master of this thing, but what we have always seen is that what we know AI do best is that AI needs human assistance. So you have to give it a picture of a watch that you want it to replicate. So it can regenerate the watch maybe from its own language, but from its own abilities. I don't know how to put it. The capabilities that it has, it can regenerate, but it has to have an idea of what you want. So you have to give it something for it to create something. Unlike humans can get something, yes, sometimes from of course nothing is really 100% original. We always get something from something. So let's go to the second line here. It says key aspects of vibe coding: AI driven development. The workflow involves prompting an AI like Cursor, Cloud, and Copilot. Copilot is the one that's built in, it comes from GitHub, I think. It comes, you get it in Visual Studio Code. You get Copilot there. There's a built-in like that to build applications, creating an AI-powered chat native development environment. Shifting roles. The second point says shifting roles. The developer acts more as a product manager or editor, guiding AI and reviewing its output rather than manually writing syntax. So what it says here, you need to know the syntax, you need to know how to code, because you cannot edit or fix anything that is broken when you don't know how to code. And I can tell you that I've prompted some of the things so many times, and they give you the same results over and over. And if they really can't fix a problem, they can't fix it. You can put the prompts like 100 times and it keeps giving you back the same wrong thing, or else you have to be so specific into what you need it to do in order for it to change the approach that it's been using. And if you're good enough to do that, you can actually just code it then, because if you know what's breaking your page, you can go there and fix it. Well, sometimes you may not want to fix it because of the code. Putting it line by line might take you longer. So actually, AI can actually assist you in making things better and like quicker. Not really better, but quicker. So let's talk about the let's talk about the disadvantages of using it. Is that first of all, it's not original all the time. Secondly, is that it can take you a long time to fix a problem if you don't know how to prompt, or you don't know the code yourself. And you see, if everything is generated by AI, you cannot easily troubleshoot because they put things in different places. They are not the same. So if you have used Replit, you need to get used to the way Replit does things. Now, the problem is that it does things almost every time the same way. So they don't change. If it did something like in a certain way, it will always do it like that all the time. And let's talk about risks and limitations here. I want to show you something because we're going to experiment it. Risk and limitations. While powerful, it can lead to imposter syndrome and security concerns, as it may create insecure, unscalable, and non-maintainable code if not properly managed. It is generally best to low stakes rapid prototyping, as it requires understanding to effectively review and fix potential subtle or complex bugs. So common tools includes Cursor, Cloud, Replit, as I said, and platforms like Vibecode. I don't know if Vibecode is actually a website where you can do that, but I want us to go to one here. I'm going to create 2 projects. I want to start 2 projects today. So we're going to test it today, and I hope I'm recording these things and showing you today. Let's say we're going to have an imaginary, imaginary client that needs a website. Let's say a client needs a blog. He's a blogger. So she needs a blog, and then we need to create that blog, and we will tell it what to do, and we're going to log out of that account after it created it, and the maybe let's say if it's at the end, it's done coding, we will log out and we will recreate another same blog, but this time we will just change the way we put our prompts. We will give it prompts, but we will do different prompts and see how different will the 2 blog websites look. Because what I've seen is that I have done something few times, and every time it brings the exactly same landing page, and that's a challenge. That's a challenge because of there's no creativity there, and I don't know if it's taking it from what somebody else has already done, but it brings the similar designs. So actually, yeah, so we're gonna do that, and I'm going to log in with 2 different accounts. Request so we're gonna use refine. We're gonna use this one right here, refine.dev. We're going to use refine. So this is one of the best so far that I've seen. I mean, like, look at how beautiful is the design of refine, and it use all this third-party softwares so good. It integrates so well with those things. But and you can actually deploy your website from it. But I want us to go to, and again, remember that these things are not free. So if you're not a coder, you're still going to pay for using them. So if we go to pricing for refine, there are different prices here. The free one has only 300 credits. So credits are like, you need to, with credits, you buy credits, and then every time you give it a prompt, it takes from the credits. I don't know how, because they don't even tell us how. I don't think they do tell us anyway. It takes from those credits. So if you are on so these are different pricings. So 1,500 credits per month is going to be $20, and then $3,040, $6,080, $9,120, $15,200, dollars, and it's in dollars, it's not in rands. So you see that you still pay. You are paying to use them, and then you can buy the enterprise. I think here you have to contact them so that they understand your need and they can give you a price on that. So let's go back to where I'm going to start this project, and I'm going to make sure that when I start the project, I'm gonna switch off this recording and start creating the prompts, 2 different prompts, and see what type of a design it's going to bring. If it brings different and completely different, then I will say it's good. But if it brings the same, it will show you the disadvantages of trusting this AI stuff. So let's switch off the recording for now. I'll create the prompts, prepare the accounts, log in, and then we start from there. See you guys. Okay guys, I have created the prompt, the first prompt. So this is the prompt for the first website. So the prompt looks like this. I don't know if the spaces here will cost us the points when it's trying to read these things. So I created the first prompt here. They are both for blogging, and I'm hoping that you see, I'm just trying to close the spaces, guys. Sorry, don't mind me doing this. I think I don't like the spaces. It feels like I sometimes feel like reading these things line by line. When there's some spaces, these things will cost us, because I know that these things sometimes counts, you know. And this is actually okay, so this one is, yeah, so this is the first prompt that I'm gonna give Refine to create. So let's say you are a new developer, so you don't know anything about coding, and you don't know if Refine itself can create the blog or it cannot. So this is your chance to try and use AI to create something for you. So let's see if what's going to come out of this prompt. So the prompt should, I don't know if I should read this because it might disappear. Create a stylish editorial style landing page for a female fashion, travel and lifestyle blogger based in Johannesburg suburb in South Africa. Profile context: female, mid-30s, 9+ years of blogging and content creation experience, has collaborated with multiple fashion and lifestyle brands, established professionally an aspirational personal brand. Landing page section. So actually this would allow me to have space. Let me see if I do this, if it will create, because it's like a second section of the prompt. Okay, but it's okay. Let's just continue. Hero section with strong personal tagline and fashion led imagery. Okay. Short intro about section highlighting experience and collaborations. Feature content, preview fashion, travel, lifestyle, brands, collaboration teaser, call to action for partnership or inquiries, design direction, clean, elegant, high-end editorial, neutral color palette with soft, warm accents, strong typography and generous white space, mobile first, imagery focus, layout, footer requirements, dummy Instagram feed, 6 to 9 placeholder images, social follower statistics, use realistic placeholder numbers, social icons and minimal footer text. Goal: position her as an established South African blogger and lifestyle authority suitable for premium brands and collaborations. Let's hit enter and watch Refine give us the landing page. So we'll see if it will use all the 300. I know that Refine gives you the first 300 what do you call it, I will say points. Let me just say points, but it gives you the first 300 for free, and then you have to buy after that if the website is not finished. So that's why I say these things are not free. So let's hit send and watch it do its magic. So what happens is that this is how the layout is all by default. Refine will give you this, and then it will use all this to generate the website. So it uses those pre-made stuff to create. So what's happening on the left hand side, if you can look, let's start here. What's happening here is that before it starts executing, it says here's the plan for editorial style blocker landing page. Phase 1 delivers the full landing page experience: hero, about, featured, content, brand, collaboration, CTA, which is call to action. So you can immediately see the editorial aesthetic and layout. So, and phase 2 adds the Instagram feed, footer, social proof stats, social icons, and final responsive polish. And then the third, this design direction captured clean high-end editorial look with warm neutrals and soft accents, soft serif sans. This is the font's typography, pairing, and generous white space, image focus layout, mobile first responsive. Everything uses placeholder imagery and realistic dummy data, so you can see the full vision right away. So I'm gonna hit execute, meaning that I'm agreeing. If you don't agree, you can still type something here for it to do something to work on it. So start execution. So I have hit that, and then now it gives you phases. It's gonna work on this thing with phases. Usually it gives you a number of phases. It will say phase 1 we're going to focus on this, phase 2 we're going to do this, and then phase 3 we're going to do this. This is phase 1, right? Core landing page. So it says build a hero. Let's go to the plan here and see. So the plan for work. So this is how the plan looks like. So it gives you, maybe it's going to give us 2 phases. So the first one is the core landing page, and then these are the features. So this is what it's actually doing on this side here. And then phase 2 is footer, social proof, and polish. So this is, but normally if you are doing a bigger website, it will give you a lot more. And actually, I know I've done it a number of times to see how it works. And of course, after this, you can still refine it and tell it what to change and how to go about doing it. But what I want to see, actually, the reason for this is actually I just want to see how it how different will it create pages if it has 2 different prompts for bloggers who do different blogging styles. But yeah, I think it's best for us to allow it to work and see what actually will come of this. Let's check. Let's see what is gonna come of this. So if you click on this over here, you will see that it's building the first part. It will give you step by step, like it gives you also the source app.tsx. So that's usually, I think, the entry point of the app. So it starts from there, and index.tsx, like that, and read file HTML. So this is the files, these are the files that it's using. And then let's see how many pages. It's actually creating only 1 page. You see, it's just a home page. So usually if you tell it, like if you're very specific, you can tell it to create more pages and tabs. So I just wanted to do the landing page for now, because I think, let's say you have 300 credits. Yeah, I don't know what it calls these things, if it's credits. Yeah, let me just find a page of Refine and just see what Refine calls these things. Refine core, still for free. So I wanted to see pricing. Yeah, the pricing does not really say what credits. Yes, 300 credits. So the free account, the starter account, free one, it gives you 300 credits per month. That's the current plan that I have. So if it says a month, meaning that I want to see after a month if I will have another 300 credits, so I can continue if I started the project. But of course you cannot have 3 months to build 3 pages or just one page completed, because 300 credits really does nothing, absolutely nothing. So that's how these AI agents are. They actually gonna make sure that you are paying, because it's not going to complete your project no matter how good the prompt is. If it will create the bare minimum just to entice you to come, and then when you are there, it starts, the reality hits where you now have to actually pay more to add more features. I have seen it work like that. Doesn't really finish anything, and then when it's done, it will tell you that it's done. You can preview the page, so we're going to be able to preview the page right away. So features here are also that you can deploy the site only with a paid version. So if you are using a free version, you cannot actually deploy your site. You cannot even bundle it and download it. These features are only available if you have a paid plan. So you can download the source files, like these files. You can download them only if you have a paid plan. The free plans don't give you that. So let's see. Now it looks like it's getting somewhere. I'm so curious, guys, to see what it actually gives us, because it's gonna be very interesting to see how this agents work. So for now, I didn't do the timer, man. Okay, maybe the video length will give me the timer in terms of how long it took to finish. Okay, so it has done. Okay, let's see. It says phase 1 is complete. Your landing page is now live with all the core sections: hero, full width fashion led imagery and strong tagline, stats bar and collaborations, call to actions, about, editorial portrait with a compelling bio highlighting 9 years of experience, featured content. So these are actually what we have requested it to do. So it's ready to move to phase 2, but it says phase 1 is done. Before we hit execute, let's go to preview the page. Let's just preview what it gave us. So this is where curiosity killed a cat. I just want to see. Okay, this is looking amazing. Actually, I don't really, wow, this is beautiful. It's actually beautiful and a lot stylish, and those are the placeholder images, and you can see it has those 3 content vertical, living boldly. I mean, I love the typography, I love the color. It's neutral colors. 125k Instagram, 9+ years of creating, 50+ brands partners. Scroll, let's collaborate. You know, here you can, so now actually let's go up. You see now it does not, the landing page does not really have what we call, it doesn't have the menu bar up here. So those are this little subtle things that you're gonna start adding bit by bit. So right now we have only one page, it's just a landing page, and then the call to action buttons, it's let's collaborate and view my work. So this probably will take you to either the brand collaborations or to the gallery page where it showcases the thing. Yeah, but here it's repeating pretty much the same thing that's up here. So you see now that's up here. I don't think I would want this to be here, but I'm going to show you how to remove that as well. But you have to decide on what you want. So what I create: stories told through style, content movement, lying across 3 pillars that define my world. So actually I have once used these images. I think it's pulling images from the likes of these websites where they host free images, and I remember I once used this to do placeholders for the thing. And let's have a look. Collaborations trusted by leading brands, partnership, premium fashion, beauty, and these are the actual brands that partnered with the influencer. I love this. Yeah, so let's say if it was in South Africa, here we would see Truworths, Woolworths, Markham, and all these other brands, and you would probably put their logo, their actual logos here. But I really love how it's making it look so nice. But I think in terms of readability, these fonts are a little bit too they're similar to the background. You can't quite see them unless it's big like this. And then let's create something beautiful together. But I think this tag, or what I create. So okay, that's what I create, and let's trusted by leading brands, and work with me. Let's create something beautiful together. Okay, let's see. Okay, so trusted by, let's inquire about partnership. Hello at naledimoyo.com. I love this. It's actually giving you a dummy email address, and it, because it's South African, it gives you naledimoyo.com, and the person is Naledi. So except the fact that it puts white person here on the image, it didn't have a black person. It doesn't know that Naledi is black, because this is not Naledi. Okay, let's execute the second part, and I'm actually enjoying this. I'm enjoying this because I think we're gonna do a lot of stuff here. Starting phase 2, footer, social proof, and final polish. So actually, so it's starting to work. We can actually go back here, and I'm telling you right now that constant oath. So this one's usually is if you have the authorizing, like logins and stuff, so it keeps stuff like that in these folders. And then in pages, you can actually tell it to create more pages. So let's see when it's done how much credits we still have left that we can use to actually modify the stuff that we said we might need to change. For instance, like I said, on the what do you call it here, I mean, I love this top part, style, travel, life, curated with intention. Oh, actually I didn't read, man. This is amazing. Look, I'm Naledi Moyo, a fashion, travel, and lifestyle content creator with over 9 years of experience partnering with global brands to tell story that inspire, elevate, and connect. So again, what I want to say is that, so in terms of design, you have to know. So if you are not a programmer or a designer, like a web designer, you wouldn't know how to do these things by yourself. So that's why vibe coding is really about you need to know how to code. You need to know how to code in order for you to be able to use it. If you don't know how to code, you will get stuck and you won't know where to go, because this will be on the landing page. So now if you're seeing a file structure that looks like this, where are you even going to start? And if you want to customize anything, but because this is easier, because it's just the home page, and usually it will also say if you create a menu bar up here on the website, like on top, you will probably need to tell it to do that. And then sometimes it won't be in this folder here. It will be under components or something. One of these folders will contain that. You see, that's accordion, alert, aspect. So these are the UI stuff. So the theme, notification, layout, form, if you're going to use the form, footer, forgot page, input password. So that's logins. You see, now these are the forms. So breadcrumb, error, header.tsx. So this header.tsx, it might not be used on this particular one because there is nothing there on the header. There is no header for the website. So it has created this. Let's see what it says it has done so far. It has added the Instagram feed footer section to the landing page below the call to action section. It includes a follow along heading with Naledi Moyo handle link, an Instagram icon, and responsive 9 images grid, 3 columns on mobile, 9 columns on a desktop with fashion, travel, lifestyle, and Unsplash images. Yeah, so I think those, it pulls the pictures from Unsplash, which is the free website. Let me just open it so that you can see. Unsplash is a website that hosts free images. So if you knew what you want to do, you could actually pull out a page, an image from here, and make it go to your website, and depending on what you want. So if it was pets, you would get that one. If you want, if it's about farming, you would probably take something like this. And if it's a country lifestyle or whatever, yeah, so it takes pictures from there, which is very good. And let's see now it's adding social follower, and it's cream, dark charcoal background, rose gold accent, icon, subtle hover, animation, layout. It uses a 2x2 grid and mobile and single row on desktop. So it's actually giving you everything that it's doing. And signature line icons uses inline SVGs with hover effects, transition to rose gold, and these are the colors. The hex color, maintain the warm neutral editorial palette, so you remember that it's on the neutral side. I love how it's giving you the whole thing. So it says home.tsx. Now let me rewrite home.tsx with all the editorial polish refinements. Okay, it's going back to do some more work on the home. So let's have a look. Did I say the page is home? Yeah, the page is home.tsx. So we will actually visit this so that I can show you guys if you ever have to do those things. Yeah, let's wait and see. Let's see. Let's wait. We will see. Yeah. So created pages, it still shows no TypeScript errors. So it was just double checking, I think, if there were any errors at all. So like I said, now already, if you have created this with Refine, you will probably have it on their website. Of course, I can get it out of their website, but it will be a manual work to actually get it off here and have it on my desktop without having to download it here. But it's manual work, that will still be good enough if you might still take the risk and want to do, if you are not going to design it yourself. I mean, you get it made. All you have to do, the only hard work you have to do is to get it out, to get a code out from the files individually. So probably you'll just know how to you'll figure it out. I know you guys can do the Ajax Pero stuff. Yeah, so let's see. Ensure fully responsive. So now it's actually working on the responsiveness of the page. Actually, I know that by default it already comes so responsive and very, very responsive, and the design fits so good on the page. But I haven't seen it with images like those big ones, how they look on the mobile. And this now I have a thorough understanding of the page. Let's do a comprehensive responsive pass, fixing all sections for 320 pixels plus mobile first layout. Yeah, so it's working on the responsiveness of the page. And remember, plan 510 I don't know, let's see, phase 1 was done. We did execute this one, and I think we are done. It's usually going to, yeah, it's going to give them ticks like this if they are done. So here it hasn't given anything ticks, but it was working on I think it was working on So social stats should feel realistic, e.g. 125k. Okay, yeah, this one's is the notes. These are the notes. I think they are coming from the prompt that I gave it. So let's go back up. So the prompt was here. This was the prompt, remember, and then it thought for some time and created a plan MD. So that was the plan, how it's going to execute, and then this is how it puts it in its own structure that it was going to use, and did the second phase, and I did execute the second phase. So it's currently here. So I don't know, in terms of responsiveness, it's taking a little longer than I thought. So I'm gonna pause the recording for now, and we'll come back when it's done. Okay guys, I am back, and let's have a look now what it says. It says phase 2 is complete. Your landing page is fully built. Here's everything that's now live. Instagram feed, footer. So I'm not going to go through this. Let's just preview. Are you ready to preview? Let's see. So now here we go. Okay, it created, I don't know what happened. Now in terms of finalizing, this is more beautiful now. However, I have a challenge now because everything looks completely different. So the first part was beautiful, but not this beautiful. So now follow along, and this was gonna be the Instagram images. I don't know, it's now Naledi. Who was it? Naledi Mohale? Okay, wow. And the footer is here, and so I think this looks pretty good. This looks good. This looks good. Naledi Mohale or Mohale, and yeah. So this, I thought it was going to take pictures from Unsplash and show them here like it did with the previous version, and then this is nice. The YouTube 18k YouTube Naledi Mohale, and those are the handles, audience and reach. Get in touch, download the media kit. Oh, now it's actually a lot more beautiful. And then these are the, oh my gosh, now look, it puts Woolworths, Net Potter, Singita, Clinique, Cape Union Mart, and Mango. These are the collaborations. I really like how it did this, and these are the posts. So this will be the posts that it shows on the landing page. So these are the posts, and let's see what's here. Fashion, travel, and lifestyle. I love the icons. I love the colors. Started in 2015, established. Okay, and this would be the portrait for her, crafting in every detail. So the lady, okay, now this is the little bit story of her, and then this here are the stats. 200 plus brand, 9 years, 500k community. So that's together everything so far. View portfolio, partner with me, where style meets storytelling, Johannesburg, South Africa, about. And then the pages are probably not working, so these are not actually pages. Yeah, it's taking you to those sections, right? And then when you collaborate, it will probably take you to, let's say, home, about. If you say collaborate, it will take you to get in touch. So get in touch actually opens the email. Wow, what is this? I really like how it works. So if you click here, it will automatically open the email, and download media kit will also open that. So this would be probably a link to the media kit and the name, and you're on the contact area section. I just don't like the fact that it removed the placeholder images. Let me check. So let's say we continue and say, can we add the placeholder images from Unsplash or the ones we had on the first phase, and then this will only work for visualizing the design and will be replaced when the site goes live. So I'm just telling it, so let's prompt it and see if it can put back those images, even if it's white people, because it might be harder to find. Let's see. Absolutely. Let me add beautiful Unsplash placeholder images throughout the page so you can see the full visual of the design. Absolutely. So it's going to add. So now I don't like watching it when it's doing it. It's just putting the placeholder images, so I think it will probably go to all the spaces that has that's supposed to have images and put a placeholder images there. So we won't really worry about the actual images, how they look, or whether it's white people or black people. Really doesn't really matter. It's just we just want to see it put in some images there. Yeah, so those sections would be and then again, like I said, you need to know to have an idea. Then the subtle prompts, these are the prompts that you're out of credits. So like right now, verify result looks good visually, capture screenshot. So that was 300 credits. I think we did just two prompts. I don't know if that's lagging when it was stuck on one thing. Did it really take more credits? So you can no longer prompt. If you look here, okay, it looks like you can prompt, but you are almost not really completely out. Let's have a look. You have used all your credits this month, so you cannot use them. So you see now for pro you have to add this credits. So it's done, everything is says let's have a look. All right, so if you come here, you see now the image is there, and you can see there's another image right there behind. Yeah, and this one is back. Remember we had this image before. This is back, and lifestyle, travel, lifestyle. It didn't put the image here. What's happening here? Sunset. It's probably there. It's just that maybe the size. What's this? Oh, the image is there. You see? It actually put the image. It's just that image doesn't show. Probably. I don't know what's happening. Maybe the link is broken. And then brand collaborations, it just puts these ones like this now. And let's go down and see what Instagram looks like. Now this is how the Instagram looks like. I think I love this. So you guys tell me what you think about this. That was the first prompt. So when we create stuff like this, this is something that you can easily do if you are a designer. You don't have to pay anything in order to create something like this by yourself if you are a web developer. So this would definitely be a waste of money unless you want to do it quickly. You don't have time to code, you have a lot of projects, and then you will come back and refine it and do it the way you want. But this is not something that I would suggest that a person that do through AI, it's not worth it. For me, I don't think it's worth it doing it like this. But now we are not done. Remember, guys. Let's try and see if it's allowing me to type. Let's see, and I can actually still send. Normally, when it's completely out of credits, you can no longer type and hit this button. Don't know if anything is gonna work. Let me see if we were to change anything. What would it be? You see, in terms of designing, so there is no much consistency. It says 200 plus more premium brands partnership. Okay, it says you have partnered with about 200, or it still says 200 plus. So it's quite nice. It's quite nice, and it's nice also by putting this up here, and the buttons are there. You can just decide if you want these buttons to take you somewhere else. I would change maybe content to gallery, change the brands to something else, and they actually take you to a different page. Contact us to a different page, a contact us page if you design, because most of the websites that I have are like that. And so you would still have to give it a prompt. I wanted to let this stay here, sign out, and then I'll come back, and then we're gonna create the second one. Maybe tomorrow we will be creating the second portfolio, and this one will be for a gym person, somebody who is into fitness and travel. I think I said fitness and travel, not cooking. I don't know if I should change that to cooking instead of travel, because this one has travel in it. We just want to see what kind of different designs does AI give us. But this, again, you would know that a lot of these are almost like templates that have existed before. I feel like we have seen stuff like this before, but it's quick. You can modify again. If you wanted to move this stuff here and you don't want them over here. Now, hello, that's here today. The fact that it's doing this thing. So actually, before we go, guys, I said that you can edit this thing. So for instance, let's see where the footer is. Let's see where the footer is, and we won't remove that, but I will change this to 2026 and add a little bit more if I have to. But let's see where we're gonna find that. The first thing that I would say, you will look into pages and home, and then this is how the page is built. So if you say you want to change anything, so it says here Johannesburg, South Africa, so you would know this part is that one right on top somewhere here. And then fashion editor, so the partner with me, it's a button, it's a call to action button. View portfolio, it's a call to action button. And you see number 9 years, 200, 500k, those are the remember those things, like the nice cards over there, the small cards. I love those cards, they look very nice. And then let's have a look again. Established in 2025, so 2015, sorry, 2015. I don't know where I get this. So this is the image. So you see now the source file, it's taking picture from here. So you would probably leave the part here, this part here, and you'll just take this and replace it with whatever image you have and leave the size, because this is how it's styling the image. And I wanted to go down to the footer. So this is also this is an about me section, and let's keep going. And these are the camera, plane, and heart. Those are the icons that you see on the page there. So let's have a look. Camera, plane, I think I saw them somewhere. Camera, plane, and heart. These are the icons, you saw them on the thing. These are the ones, camera, plane, and heart. And let's go down and see portfolio, content, a curated selection of recent. So if you wanted to change anything, you would come here. So let's go down, and this is another image from Unsplash, and let's go all the way down to the footer. I just want to see if this footer, so you see now, this is the footer. So it says 2024, let's say 2026, and say all right, reserved, designed by 3J Media, and then you can save that. You can't save. I don't know if it saves it automatically. Let's see. You can't save actually. You see now, you have to upgrade as well to save, just to save. So you can't, but let's have a look if the preview will give us a preview of what you have. You see, it doesn't really change it. You have to subscribe to buy the thing. So I'm gonna try and hit download. You see, you can't download. Hit deploy, you can't deploy. So meaning that you can only create it, view it, and that's it. But I think I'm gonna make us, oh, this is Johannesburg. Remember Johannesburg, South Africa? I showed you on the code. It's all the way up. So this is that logo part where it is up there on top, and then these are the buttons, the links. Collaborate. I wanted to say in South Africa is here. So let's say if you say Cape Town, South Africa, it would show right up here. This is the one. So I mean, in terms of styling, and then where style meets storytelling, it's somewhere as well where style meets storytelling. Yeah, this is the part where, and then it's the break and meets span. So even the text is styled with color, it italic text, and this is the color, and then this one as well, it has a different color on it. You can see that this one is different from that one. Yeah, and then each one is given its own color, your portfolio. So actually this is beautiful, and let's call it a wrap for today, and we'll see you guys on the next one when we create the second one. Cheers, bye.